This is the Kindy Rockstars Podcast, Season 6. Bringing you incredibly talented singers, artists, creators, and producers in the genre of children's music. I'm your host, Patrick Adams. Each episode will feature songs, album features, or video features, and great stories from the artists themselves. Kindy Rockstars Season 6 is proud to be supported and sponsored by Waldmania Public Relations, serving the family entertainment community for over 20 years, and Debbie Derryberry Kids. Debbie Derryberry, one of Hollywood's most active and sought-after voiceover artists, is best known for voicing Jimmy Neutron in the Academy Award-nominated film Jimmy Neutron, Boy Genius, and Draculaura in Monster High. A lifetime musician and songwriter, Debbie has written and recorded 4 award-winning preschool music albums. Her song Baby Banana hit #1 on Sirius XM Kid. Her song, written with Grammy-winning artist Lisa Loeb, called The Compost Bin, has won a Napa Award. Her latest album, Gotta Go Green, also a Napa winner, is all about giving kids tangible ways to save the earth through recycling, composting, reducing carbon footprint, and more. Her YouTube channel, Debbie Derryberry Kids, combines her love of cartoons and music with delightful animated videos of her songs. Children listen as well as watch, so a visual component is so important. Kindy Rockstars thanks you so much for your support, and now, on with the show. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kindy Rockstars, and I am happy to have back on the show Charlotte Talbot, and Charlotte has been on the show each season, so thank you so much for being a really, really great friend of the show. You may know her better as Cee Bee Teatime. Welcome back to the show.
Oh, thank you, Patrick. I hadn't made that connection about every season, but I'm absolutely thrilled that that's the case. So thanks for having me back.
I appreciate it, and it's kind of fun watching an artist grow and evolve. And if I could go back and listen to all the interviews from each season, it truly is an evolution. I'm a different person than I was in that first season as well. So
Oh,
it's,
yeah.
it's good fun. We'll have you on every season. All right. Well, we talked last year. What have you been up to since the last time we talked?
Well, since the last time I think last time we talked, I was saying that I wanted to release an EP and I wanted to put under the umbrella of that EP all the songs that weren't necessarily preschool action songs. So, because I work with preschoolers, most or a large majority of my songs are aimed at that audience and therefore the actions, the interaction, that sort of thing. But then the imagination, as you know, Patrick, runs away, and you end up with all sorts of things that don't necessarily fit that description. So I had these songs that had been coming to me over a period of time, and I wanted somehow to group them. So doing the EP was a way to group them, and that's exactly what I did. So that I released some of the songs as singles first, and then added a final one to put out the EP, which is called Songs to Sing and Talk About. And yeah, that's been a lot of fun. So that's probably what I talked about and actually did from our last meeting. Yeah.
Yep. And since then, you've been working on some new music, and we got a couple of new songs to feature today.
Yes, I've got the two of the ones I'm going to talk about today are already out. They've been released recently, and the third one comes out at the beginning of May. So
Okay.
we're back to children's interaction again now. Little
Very
ones.
good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, do you want to dig into the songs and then we can have everybody check them out?
Sure. Which one should we start with?
All right. Well, let's start off with Fingers. Tell us about this one.
Fingers. So Fingers is the one that's to be released on the 2nd of May. It's a short but engaging preschool mat time action song. And I do like to tell, however simple a story is, however simple a song is, I like to make it into a bit of a story, or feel that there is a story behind it. And this is a very short song, and I often do it at the beginning of a session because it's very much a sit down little song. And we just use fingers to reach up high, to touch the ground, make a lot of noise. So we bang them on our thighs, and then we're very quiet again. Shh. And then our fingers make a rainbow, or well, they make sunshine, and then the fingers make rain, and then they make a lot of noise because they make thunder again, and then we're quiet again. So it's a lot of there's a lot of contrast. So we're loud and quiet, we're up, we're down, we're sun, we're rain, we're thunder. And then at the end, it's talking and walking. So fingers walking towards you and then fingers running away at the very end. So it's a very, very simple little story within a song.
Very
So
good.
the
Well, that's
kids respond really well to it. And I've got the inclusion of a children's voice in there, I think really adds something to it and gives it the opportunity to be a call and response. So we can say the first bit and the children can repeat it as a response. So that works well too.
very cool. All right, well, let's play it. Here is Fingers by Cee Bee Teatime.
Fingers reach up to the sky.
Fingers reach up to the sky.
Fingers touch the ground.
Fingers touch the ground.
Fingers make a lot of noise.
Fingers make a lot of noise.
Fingers don't make a sound. Fingers make the sunshine.
Fingers make the sunshine.
Fingers make the rain.
Fingers make the rain.
Fingers make the thunder.
Fingers make the thunder.
Fingers are quiet again. Fingers mimic talking.
Fingers mimic talking.
Fingers say g'day.
Fingers say good day.
Fingers mimic walking.
Fingers mimic walking.
Fingers run away.
And that was Fingers. And the next song we're going to talk about is called Drawing Shapes, Rainbow Drawing. Tell us about this one.
This one, I think, lends itself mostly to using scarves or rainbow ribbons. Some people might just use their hands, and someone else has even suggested that it could be useful in an art class. So we draw a circle, or we draw an oval, we draw a triangle, a square, rectangle, and then we draw a rainbow, and we draw a puddle. And then guess what? We jump into the puddle at the end, and that's the punchline. So again, a very simple little story. But and I actually use the instrumental track sometimes too. So I can ask the children what do they want to draw. So they might want to draw an Easter egg if it's Easter, or they might draw a Christmas tree. And we then color the shape in. So the color is just a zigzag movement, as you can imagine, that with as a pencil, and you can hear it too.
Mhm.
So it's very definitely a movement song, but with a little bit of structure to it. And it's been one Children's Music Network member said that it was very much a move, sing, and learn song, in her opinion. So it's an action-based learning, which it definitely is. And it also involves activities that cross the center line of the body. So that ticks apparently the boxes of connecting the different sides of the brain, which is very good for the children's brain development, improving coordination and motor skills and all those things. And somebody even said that they thought that at the end, instead of puddle, they heard that it was let's draw a cuddle. And she said, I think that could work equally well. So there you are. You can even swap puddle for cuddle at the end, and that's rather sweet. So take a listen, just a little action, very, very interactive song. And even the children who are too young to really understand the way that the shapes are drawn or even what the shapes are, they all look forward to the end, and they can't wait to jump into the puddle at the end. So see what you think.
All right. You packed a lot into this song. Here it is. Drawing Shapes, Rainbow Drawing by Cee Bee Teatime.
Let's draw a circle, a great big circle. Let's draw an oval, tall and thin. Round and round and round and round. Now let's color them in. Let's draw a triangle, a great big triangle. Let's draw a triangle, tall and thin. Down, across, up, down, across, up. Now let's color them in. Let's draw a square, a great big square. Let's draw a rectangle, tall and thin. Down across, up across, down across, up across. Now let's color them in. Let's draw a rainbow, a great big rainbow. Let's draw a rainbow, long and thin. Let's draw a puddle, a great big puddle. Now let's jump in.
And that was Drawing Shapes, Rainbow Drawing. All right, last song we're going to talk about is called Manu Peekaboo. It's a fun title. Tell us about this one.
Well, Manu is the Maori word for bird. So the song really is aimed, well, it's a preschooler song again, but these are introducing three New Zealand native birds. But there's an imposter at the end of the song. So I love a bit of a culture clash. I love something that bridges two different cultures, which this song definitely does. So it works to the pendulum of a clock. So right from the beginning, there's the idea of a clock, but without anybody really knowing why there's a tick-tock sound. But so we play I Spy effectively peekaboo with three native birds. And so we have a hoiho, which is a little yellow-eyed penguin. We have a kea, which is an alpine parrot. And we have a tui, which is a beautiful garden bird. And then at the very end, we have the imposter. And the imposter is a cuckoo in a cuckoo clock. So I think there's someone hiding in the clock on the wall. You know, who are you? So this song incorporates two questions in Maori. So if anybody wants a little bit of a taste of some Maori, they can listen to this one. So who are you and where are you? So clearly the answer to where are you is peekaboo, and the answer to who are you is, oh, I'll let you listen to the song to find out. Yeah, the cuckoo. Being from the UK myself, the cuckoo is such a well-known sound. But having said that, we don't hear it that frequently, and yet the word cuckoo seems to have infused itself into our culture as a little cuckoo, something that everybody understands what we're meaning if we say, "Hey, cuckoo, where are you?" So it's very much a part of our culture without us really even knowing it over here. So that's the story of the cuckoo clock. And I begged my parents for a cuckoo clock when I was 7 years old. So there is a little bit of a story there too.
My grandmother had a cuckoo clock, and she was from England, and I remember that about her house in Philadelphia. She had one of those. I always loved them, and I think my other grandparents did too. But I don't recall even seeing them like for sale. I might be tempted to buy one.
I think you're more likely to find them. They're very popular in Germany. I don't know where they originated. They're Scandinavian, I think, but don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
All right, well, let's check out the song. Here it is, Manu Peekaboo by Cee Bee Teatime.
I think I spy a tui in the kowhai tree. Kei hea koe, pretty tui, where are you? A flashy snow-white pom-pom and a coat of glossy blue. Peekaboo, says the tui, peekaboo. I think I spy a hoi-ho in the dunes by the sea. Kei hea koe, little hoi-ho, where are you? A white chest and tummy and two beady yellow eyes. Peekaboo, says the hoi-ho, peekaboo. I think I spy a kea hopping round behind the rocks. Kea koe, cheeky kea, where are you? Wings of green and orange and a hooked parrot beak. Peekaboo, says the kea, peekaboo. I think there's someone hiding in the clock on the wall. Kauai koe, little someone, who are you? Look, a wooden bird is peeking out a wooden door. Cuckoo, says the wooden bird, cuckoo.
And that was Manu Peekaboo, and that concludes our song features by Cee Bee Teatime. All right, Charlotte, let everybody know where they can stream, download, purchase those songs, how they can find and connect with you.
Anybody can connect with me on social media. I'm on Instagram and I'm on Facebook. CB Tea Time, spelt CEEBEE Tea Time. I'm on YouTube. I'm on all the usual streaming platforms. So I'm not hard to find. A Google search will find me, and even Alexa will find me. So good luck. Yeah.
Yeah, you were smart. You picked a unique name. I failed to do the same, and it's there's another Patrick Adams who's like a really famous musician or producer from the 70s.
Oh.
So my stuff gets mixed in with his all the time. But it's really an interesting dichotomy of songs. People would have listened to them both together.
Well, there you are. There you are. And people actually do. If you say CBT time into anything that types, it puts CBT time, which of course
Mm,
cognitive behavioral therapy. And there's been that can be a very easy confusion. But the way I respond to that is, actually, to CBT is a form of therapy. Well, to me, music is a form of therapy, and it's a very powerful form of therapy. So it's not a terrible comparison to make, really.
yeah. All right. Well, last question for you. What is the next big project for CBT time?
I think, like the idea of an EP that groups together the songs that are not for preschool children, I want to do the same, perhaps more with an album that is specifically for preschool children. Probably preschool children's songs and interactive style songs. And that will group together again, some that I've already released, the ones we've had today, and others that I have in the pipeline, and including a welcome song, a hello song, and then a goodbye song at the end. So maybe a little session, if you like, of music for preschoolers.
Very nice. Well, keep pushing forward, and I always love talking to you and having you on the show and catching up with you each season. So,
Yeah,
um,
likewise, Patrick, because I enjoy following your stuff too, as you know.
thank you. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the show, and you take care.
Thank you. We'll look forward to the next season.